Welcome to this news presentation by the Global Network of Civil Society Organizations for Disaster Reduction. Newsweek declared the Haiti calamity to be not only predictable, but preventable, and warned that rising sea levels and severe weather make this class of catastrophe even more likely in the future. So what can and must be done by governments to reduce the risk of disaster? My name's Andrew Boyd, and over the next few minutes we'll hear a call for a global change to the way aid is given to make governments more accountable, and the good news for them, a change that will actually save those governments money. We'll hear a call for increased spending on disaster risk prevention by governments giving aid, a call for public buildings to be reconstructed in Haiti and elsewhere to withstand future shocks and disasters, and a call for measures to empower local communities to share in the rebuilding of their shattered towns and to hold governments to account for the quality of that construction. Joining us around the table are Margareta Wallström, the UN Special Representative for Disaster Risk Reduction, Mathieu Guetreau of Action Secours Ambulance, who was caught in the Haiti earthquake, Bruno Hagnebart, a disaster risk consultant, and Marcus Oxley, the chair of the Global Network for Disaster Reduction. It's fitting to begin with a survivor account. Mathieu, can you describe to us what happened to you when the earthquake struck?
When the earthquake struck, I was in the building, in my office, with 3 of my colleagues, and we had to get up and try to get out in the office, but it was not the earthquake. And when we had able to get out, we feel that the building is shaking. But it was after 5 seconds that I've realized that it was an earthquake. And immediately we want to get out immediately out of the building. But when we get out, there was a man who was at the door, and he don't wanna get out, and also he don't wanna get in. So immediately I was able to find a table and go under the table, because I was trained by the UNSD program on the internet. So the attitude to have when the earthquake comes. And after a moment when the earthquake stopped, we have immediately evacuated the building. But they have upstairs. The people who was upstairs was a little hake with building collapse. But all the people has immediately evacuated the building.
And you were trapped? How long were you trapped for? Did you manage to get out quickly?
Yes, but it was about 6 minutes.
So that's a mercy. Was anybody badly hurt? Did they all get out safely?
No, some of them was hurt, and head, shoulders, and feet.
And you too? You hurt your leg? You've
yes,
broken a bone?
yes, I have my legs broke.
What do you think should be done to prevent this kind of thing happening in Haiti again?
The things that should be done is safely hospital, safely building, because the buildings has to be served and disaster for shelter. So if they are not safely, where the people or refugees is going to be? Actually, all of them are in the streets, because all of the building, even public or private building, all are falling down. So I've constated also a school, because they have school in the morning and school in the evening, and that was passing in the evening. So the children who were in the school was collapsed. All of them are deaf. So if they are safely building with good construction, with a good infrastructures. So I know, and I don't think, but I know it will be a good thing for the future. It just not to build something, but to build good things.
Were some of the buildings that collapsed, were they built originally using international aid?
Yes, I think that they have many of them that was financed by international aid.
So do you think that the money that was spent on those buildings in the first place, more should have been spent to make those buildings safer to withstand disaster?
Yes, I think it's important.
Margareta Wallström, UN Special Representative for Disaster Risk Reduction. You want to see increased spending to prevent disaster by the aid-giving governments. How much should they be spending on this, and what exactly should they be spending it on?
Yes, I think the message now again has become very evident that there is no reason to absorb the huge cost of disasters by governments, by individual citizens. We can actually switch your budgetary priorities and make larger investments in prevention. We in the ISDR system made a call last year in our global platform 2009 for some simple targets. One is 10% of all relief aid should be used for disaster risk reduction, prevention. Also, now importantly, for all reconstruction investment should be a minimum of 10%, really to ensure that you're building a safer community back again. And very importantly, in fact, mostly importantly, is the development in the national development plans. They need to be having the element of risk reduction as a mainstream factor in all core areas. So there are some simple formula. It's in reality probably a bit more complex, but we can say doing this will change things.
Is there a difficulty here in that if you're asking people to build buildings stronger and safer, you're asking them to put more money up front, so fewer buildings will be rebuilt? But right now, everything needs to be rebuilt.
I believe we have called for, and I think we've had some commitment to, make Haiti an example that we can change behavior. You know, there are ample studies. It's not that we don't know. Building a safer school or hospital, it's not a huge difference. It could be 3-4% in total cost, which gives the hospital a much longer lifespan, makes it resistant to earthquakes and other hazards, hurricanes in the Caribbean, etc. So you broaden the safety. And 3% added over 50 years, I think, is a reasonable investment. And we have now for Haiti called for an international mechanism that brings together all the donors, Haiti government, of course, NGOs, civil society in the UN, in exercising common quality standards of all the reconstruction, the physical reconstruction of buildings, roads, and other areas that we are going to invest in Haiti now.